And we are live. Assalamu alaikum. Hello and good day. This is Mainun going live in another episode of Road to Goals. I hope wherever you are having a very lovely day. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Ramadan came again. I mean, we have passed the halfway mark of the Ramadan. I hope that you are passing it in a very good fashion. So, if this is the first time you are watching me in social media, then please let me give some brief information about myself. I'm Mainun. I was born and raised in Bangladesh, where I'm currently located, but I studied, lived, and worked in Germany and Australia as well. I'm a biologist by profession, a husband, father of a baby girl, and a digital business mentor. So I help people learn how to use various social media platforms and be able to run a comfortable digital business from anywhere in the world. So as usual, I have got my two co-hosts, Brother Amin from Sydney, Sister Fatima from Calgary, and the distinguished guest, Sister Latifa, all the way from Tennessee, United States. So without further ado, I'll now hand over the mic to my co-host, Brother Amin, and he will just take over from there. So, Assalamu alaikum, brother. How are you doing?
Walaikum salam, Brother Mainul. Alhamdulillah, it's a good day. It's Sunday. We are relaxing, inshallah. I think we are on the 18th day of Ramadan. Alhamdulillah, the time is flying. Assalamu alaikum to everyone. I'm Amin. If you don't know me already, I'm from Sydney. I run a global digital business with our global platform with my wife Xenia. Zini and I are both accountants by profession. We are full-time employed, but we run this business as a side hustle on the side. So that's a bit of information about me. I then move on to, before we move on to our special guest today, Sister Latifa, all the way from Tennessee, USA, I would like to hand over the mic to Sister Fatima to give us a brief introduction and then invite Sister Latifa as well. How are you, Sister Fatima?
I'm good, thank you. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Okay, so we are here again, and yeah, it's a little bit late in Canada and US. So thank you for those who are tuning in at this late hour. Those who don't know me or are seeing me for the first time, I am Fatma. I'm originally from India, and I am based out in Alberta, Canada. I've been living here since 2009 when I came as a student for completing my PhD. And now I'm working full-time in a healthcare research company at present, and also running this digital business for the past 2 years along the side. So I won't take much time, and we'll move on to our guest, Sister Latifa. If you can please introduce yourself and give us a little bit of background how you came across this business.
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you for having me. Such an honor. I'm very grateful for the invitation. Yeah, my name is Latifa. I'm originally from the Republic of Benin in West Africa, but I live here in Tennessee for the past 10 years. I'm married. I have two amazing boys, and I'm a staff accountant by profession. I started this business almost 2 years ago. It's not quite 2 years yet. And why did I start this business was just I has been thinking about doing something alongside with my full-time job for a while, because I know from the get-go when I came to this country that I cannot just do my job alone for like till I retire, right? Because when I came here, I came alone. Then I had children along the way, and I wanted to give them more time, more of me. So I didn't want it to spend a lot of time, all of my life working, and then not be able to enjoy their childhood with them. And yeah, that was the main reason why I started this business. And as we go in, I will explain more why this business exactly, and then more things to come. Yeah.
Thank you, sister, for your very thorough introduction. So, while you were probably researching to do something online, you might have come across various other businesses. So that's the question. So, why do you choose this business model, and what is the benefit of this business model? So, please add something from your side, and then we are gonna add something as well. So, please, over to you, Sister Latifa.
Sorry, brother. Yeah. Like I said, I was in the middle of thinking about start. I was thinking for a long time. I researched, I kind of look for more opportunity, and I have tried many things along the way. The first thing I tried with my husband was to buy used cars, fix them, and then resell them. It was a good business, but oh my God, I'm a woman. Imagine me on the car yard looking for junk, looking for cars, and then dealing with mechanic and all of those stuff. It was just too much. So then we stopped doing that. And then we started a cleaning company that didn't go too much. And then I started selling goods. It was just a lot of like trying and not making it, and then try something else and not making it. So at one point in 2018, I decided to go back to school and earn my master's degree, because I was telling myself that if I have a higher degree, then I will get a better job, earn more money, and maybe that will be the solution of all of this not making enough money that I've been going through for so long. So alhamdulillah, I went through my master's degree. I earned an MBA in business administration. That was good. And right after graduation, I landed a very good job. So we were okay at that time. We thought we were fine, but this urge, this need of not having to work for forever is still in me, right? And out of the blue, I just lost that job. Like I didn't see it coming. It was no, but yes, I didn't see it coming. But yes, there was a warning, like, okay, by this time you guys have to go, But it was like I thought I'm gonna be in that company and make it to. So that really hits me, and that's when I started deeply researching again for something else. And then by then I know my requirement. I know I have already tried so many things. So I already know by then what will work for me and what will not work for me. So when I came across this business and I look into it, first thing for me is the no inventory option. That was the A for me, like 100%. Sign me up for this. No inventory. I don't have to outsource any goods. I don't have to ship anything to anybody. That was number one. Number two for me was the automation, because I said that I wanted time for my children. I wanted to see them grow. So whatever I'm going to do that will give me the luxury to be there for them, that's what I wanted. So those two options really, really won my heart. And that's why I picked this business out of every other online businesses out there, because there's a lot of online business. We are not the only one in the market, right? But for me, this business stand. And then the number three things is the 30 days try period that the business has. Any other businesses out there, we're not going to give you a try period. When you start a business, you start it and you go, and that's it. But for us, that we have the opportunity to try it out, that was a win for me, because I was like, okay, let me just try for the 30 days. If I don't like it, then I can back out. I end up liking it, and I'm here almost 2 years down the line now.
Yeah, over to you, brother Amin. So, and
Yeah.
Sister Fatima, maybe.
Okay. Yeah, I think I want to ask another question from Sister Latifah, if you can. A lot of people, although they really want to get into a business, be it online business or otherwise, are really, really scared to make that decision, because a lot of people, as in the case of me and or most of the others, we don't have that experience of setting up a business, running it, doing social media marketing and all this stuff. For asking from your experience, when you first connected with our global community and went through that process of learning and setting up your business, how long did it take you to set up your own business, and what was how did you do that? How did you get the support from your mentor and the coach?
Oh, thank you for that question. That's a very great question, because because this business is an online business, right? And when you get started in this business, for majority of the people, you don't get to like know physically your mentor and your coach till you start, and then you build that relationship with them. So there's a huge aspect of trust that come to play here, right? But in with that being said, it can raise some skepticism in because this word is not just bright, right? There's a lot of things going on out there, so people are like reserved. For me, you see where I'm coming from. I have tried so many things, but I have never been a social media. Yes, I do. I have some. I have like a page on every single platform except Twitter. Twitter. That's the only one I don't have. But I don't use them. I just have a profile because everybody have one, and that's it. And I used to post on Facebook just for Eid. Like when we go to eat, I post my beautiful family on. That's all for me. So I'm not like a social media person like that. But it is more into, when people come to me and they say, oh, I'm not a social media person. I'm like, that's not the problem right here. The real problem for you is, do you want that change?
Absolutely.
Do you want change? Because whatever you've been doing is not working. That's why you're here right now. It hasn't been working for me. Just like me, I thought that getting my master's degree and getting a better job would cut it for me. It did not. I lost the job. So with that being said, you have to like, and you can just say, okay, because I'm not a social media person. Oh, listen, when you were going to your job that you are working right now, you didn't know how to do that job, right? You did not know. You just had a promise of a salary. They told you, we're going to hire you and we're going to pay you this much. And you believe in that. You look at the money. You didn't even know if you're going to like that job. You didn't even know if your co-worker are going to be nice to you. You don't know nothing. You don't even know if you will get to continue praying 5 times a day on time. You didn't think about all of those stuff. You just look at the money and you sign up for that job and you accept it and you started. So this is even better. We give you a trial period. We give you have a coach, a mentor, a support system, a community that will go through the journey with you. If you get a job and you are working at work, if you go through all of this trauma just listed, you can't even talk about it because you are afraid of getting fired. This is for you. So being a social media person is not this. I look at it like it's an excuse because that's not the problem. It's not. We need to focus on where is the real problem is that you need a change. You want to earn flexibly. This business, the model of this business is that you get to have time freedom. That's what it gives you. Do you want the time freedom? Yes or no? If yes is your answer, then we can have a conversation and come down to how we can start learning about being on social media, right? And I love our business because it comes with a pre-packaged training system that teach you the ABC of how to use those platforms to generate revenue for yourself. How amazing. And the training is updated all the time. You get support and whatever is your question, there's somebody that have been through that got the answer for you. I didn't have a mentor because my mentor was my coach at the same time. So I didn't get the luxury to have 2 people to mentor me. It was just one. But alhamdulillah, look at my journey so far. So if you come to this business and you have a mentor and then you have a coach, that's a bonus. I'm jealous right here, right now. I'm jealous. You got 2, where I got 1. But still, you still can do this. It's not even a matter of having the coach and the mentor. They're here to support you, to hold your hand, to make sure that you get to where you want to be, to get everything you need to get to be successful in the business. But majority of it comes from you. Are you ready? Are you craving for that change? Do you want better life for yourself? Do you want to be able to take your children to school without being worried about, oh my God, there's traffic, I'm going to be late again, things like that? Or even if you are right now, when I started the business, I stay home. I told myself, because I've been through all of this losing job and all of that, I decided to stay home for a month. I just went back to work like 4 months ago. And it's going well. So you can have both.
Absolutely.
You can have both.
Yeah. I think the key word I picked up from what you mentioned is excuses. As humans, we want, good things in life. We want a better future for our children, a better house, a better vehicle. But all that comes with change. But as humans, we like to be in that comfort zone. We are scared to step out of it, and then the only way we justify ourselves is making those excuses. As you mentioned. I would like to invite Sister Fatima also to give us some insight into what her thoughts as well.
Yeah, no, thank you. That was so great, Sister Latifa. I really loved listening to you talk about that. And I think anybody who's listening to this will understand why it's so important in this day and age to have a second source of income. Like Sister Latifa, you can be highly qualified, you can have a job, but there's no guarantee what's going to happen tomorrow. So just having that plan B gives you that peace of mind. And I really loved, the fact that you can actually do this along with a job. You don't have to pick one over the other. You can have it. And, I'm working full time and I'm doing this business, and Sister Latifa has gone back to her job, 4 months ago, and she's working. And so is, I think, Brother Amin and his wife. So we all are, and even I think Brother Manuel, so we're all doing this on the side. So it's not that you have to pick the business and then you cannot have time for a job. So because the business offers such flexibility that you can work around your schedule. And that was one of the reasons that I got into it, even though I did not have a background, in business. I'm coming from a life sciences background, and just having that support, having a mentor and coach and the training available, everything in one place. And there's no reason for you to not succeed unless, like we touched upon it, that if your excuse is bigger than your reason for wanting to succeed, then yes. But if you have a very strong reason for why are you here, what are you looking for? For me, it was I wanted time freedom too. I wanted to be able to have time for myself and my family, because like any other mom, our priority becomes our kids. So for me, it was the same thing. My kids are growing up and I've been so busy studying and then working, and I feel, as we get older, it's harder to keep up with everything. So even just living in, in these Western countries, you are doing everything by yourself, even at house, and most of the majority of the work falls on the ladies. So doing that, with your job, with your kids, and doing everything, it just gets too much. And I just wanted to cut back my hours. I do love my job, but maybe if I can do it for fewer hours without losing income, that was my goal for coming here. And why I chose this platform was because, like Sister Latifa said, the automation. You want to do something, but you don't want to be putting in, taking away time from your family doing that. So having that automation taking care of things for you, freeing up the time so you can be with your family while this business is running in the background, it has been a blessing for us.
Thank you, Sister Fatima. Thank you so much for sharing your views as well. So over to you, Brother Manuel.
Thank you very much for that. So, from my side, what Sister Latifa stressed out, that people often want to have a picture well ahead of how things are going to be, I think, and she really made a very good analogy. I mean, in any journey in life, you'll never have a whole picture in front of you, and nobody will be able to give you the whole picture. I think it's beyond. I think it's only in the hand of Almighty. So what I mean, people starting an online business, they think, hey, what's going to happen in the future? So similarly, she said that when you enter a job, you're excited. Okay, I got the job. This is the salary, and that's it. But you don't know how your employer is going to turn out, and you don't know how your colleagues are going to be. You don't know, whether you have to work on weekends or national holidays or not. I remember that I did that during these national holidays. People are spending now holidays in the Western countries, right? So the Easter season. I even worked on the day of Christmas. I remember that I did, but that was just part of our job responsibility. We feel committed to do that, but that doesn't mean that our employers would value us a little bit more than anybody else. No, that's not the case. So that's another that is one of the harsh realities of professions. Okay, when we just carry our responsibility. We just do our what we need to do it. Often you don't have a very strong support system as well for your career. In our platform, here you have a personal mentor. You can really literally reach out to your mentor in the middle of the night. Probably that guy would be sleeping, but I can tell you that the mentor will get back to you as soon as possible. Okay, if he's out, because I often reply to my mentees when I wake up for Sehri or for Fajr prayer. Okay, so that's how flexible it is. Okay, it's not like that the mentor will be like all over you if why did you message him in the middle of the night. So we obviously turn off our internet so that it doesn't ping. But what I mean, we try to get back to our mentors and mentees in as soon as we could, so that it's very flexible. Okay, so you can reach out to your mentor and mentees, and even if they're busy, you can reach out to the community members. Okay, and there'd be somebody who would be able to help you all the time. Now, why we come here, the reason here that a lot of people, they want to start an online business, they do have problem, they want change in life, but the problem is as probably that the trust. And we come here actually first of all to give you knowledge, we educate you, because it's a business. At the end of the day, there is a lot of work actually is needed at the back end. Okay, if you have a product, if you have a service, doesn't matter. There is a lot of technologies involved and you don't know what technologies is needed. So we come here to educate you that in our platform, whether the product side, whether the technology side, it's all taken care of. We have a comprehensive training side. We have a very, very dedicated IT team. We have a very, very dedicated supplier as well who takes care of all the inventories. Okay. And there is, to be honest, in combination, there is nothing like this. And then we come here as the business owners, they in real time, 4 people from 4 different countries, and we are the faces of our brand. We are not hiding behind anything. Okay, we have nothing to hide here, rather to show ourselves, and that is to create trust with our audiences. Okay, to show that okay, we are the person. We are not somebody who is just scared of showing ourselves and talking about our business, because I know a lot of businesses you see people run, even they don't have a profile picture, and we are coming and talking here in live, in real time. So it's at the end of the day, anything if you want in life, there is a decision making you need to do, and that's what you have to do. We took a decision. We want to change. We took the decision. We were just like you. We had negative thoughts, but we thought that if we be just in the negative, we'd be just looking into from a negative perspective, will not figure out or the positive side of it. So that's where we are, and we are running our business successfully from different parts of the world while connecting with our members from all over the world. And that's the reality. That's the beauty of social media, internet, smartphone. You need to use this power to your fullest advantage, and that's what we are doing. So, Sister Latifa, maybe you could just enlighten us something about the community of the people that you are working with. So, we do have a lot of Muslims now working, and it's a multicultural community. So, please make some comments.
Oh, thank you, Brother Menu. What I really like this community, for real. Like, I have never seen any community so diverse and where people really feel welcome. To be honest, like when I moved to United States, there's a time where I can find myself in a group setting, and then I feel like I'm alone among the group. Like I find myself like just one in a million. I have felt like that before, but it has never been a question in this community. The community is diverse, and we have people from various backgrounds. Whatever your profession is right now, name it, you will find your in this community. You will. Whatever you are doing. The very first time I saw somebody with a PhD doing this, I'm like, huh? What are you doing? Yeah, I was so shocked. Like, no way. Like, I almost said, can I just see that degree for real? Because for me, I said, if I own a PhD, I want to have my CPA. But if I own a PhD, I'd be like, I always think I'd be like making a whole lot of money, and then I probably won't need a side hustle. But no, it's the same issue, the same urge that's driving everybody to this business. is to have something that they own for themselves,
Absolutely.
something that they can pass down to generation. Something where when the kids are ready to go to college, we don't have to be like doing this, like, oh my goodness, what am I gonna do now? These children, when did you grow so fast? I'm not ready. Things like that. Or while you are saving for their college fund because you know they are going to college in the future, you can travel, you can make memories with them, you can do the things you want with them. I just got back of a 5-day Disney trip with my children because it was my youngest 5 years birthday. And he said he wanted to go to Disney. We didn't have to think twice. We did not. We gave him what he wanted because we know that we might not be the best parent for them, but we want to do our best to raise them Islamically and give them the best life they can dream of. So, and then you got this in this business. So our community, as diverse as it is, with whatever your religion, it's not because we are Muslim that we only work with Muslim. No. If you want this business, you want something for yourself, you want a change in life, this is the platform for you, no matter your gender. It's not because my brothers here are men that you always say, okay, me because I'm female, I can't work with them. No, that's not how it works. No matter your gender, you will find your space here. No matter your religion, you just have to see it for yourself because I don't want anybody watching to feel like, okay, this is too much like water in this thing. Like, why is she making it so juicy? No, it's not. I'm not making it. It's what it is, and it's done for himself. And you have to see the growth. You see, when you put 10,000 people together, if it's not good, if it's not halal, if it's not something where people are comfortable and happy, they will back out, But instead, this community kept growing and growing. Like it grew by 1,000 or 2,000 a week. Imagine, I was in Florida at the beginning of April when we celebrated 150K. And today, I think it was like 154 already or something like that. The number just kept growing and growing because we stand for something. Integrity is what we have. And we are proud of it. We love our community and we welcome anybody that is willing to have this change, to change the narrative for themselves. Don't let what happened to me happen to you. Don't wait till you lose your job before you start looking for something else. It's good to have a plan B so that when it happens, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but God, if it just happened, then you know that I'm covered. Or if you feel like, okay, at this point of my life, maybe I'm not fulfilling in what I'm doing, I want to do something else, then you can know that you have a backup support that you can rely on that will help you for months while you are training to do that thing that's going to fulfill you and get you what you want to be. And then if you want to do this business too as a full-time, you can do it. We have business partners that do it full-time. But that does not mean that it's going to take your job away from you at the moment. There will be a choice that you will make on your own. So come check out this community and come and see it for yourself.
Absolutely. Thanks, Sister Latifa. I think the gist of it is most of us got in very late in our lives becoming entrepreneurs, right? We don't want that to happen to our children. What we are doing, although we got in late, we started late, what we're essentially doing is building something that we can transfer to our children so that they can start their journey very early in their life and become entrepreneurs. So with that thought, and thanking Sister Latifa also for her valuable time. We know it's late, and same goes to Sister Fatima as well. Sister Fatima, over to you for a quick recap, and then we'll pass it on to Brother Minor to close the session today.
Yeah, no, thank you, Sister Latifa, for sharing that. Yeah, no, this community has, been so supportive, and just being a part of it. As soon as you come in and everybody's welcoming you, I think it just makes you feel like you belong there. So it's just amazing the kind of support you get. And it doesn't matter if the person you're reaching out to is connected to you, if they're not your mentor or your coach. As long as you are part of the community, they are ready to help you in any way they can. So that's just amazing. And I've connected with so many people. Like here we are meeting, and we have never met before. It's through this business that we came together. So this business has brought so many like-minded people together, and everyone has found, friendships and good relationships where you're helping each other succeed because we all have a common goal. So it's been really great, and I'm just happy to be here, and I'm so glad to meet you, Sister Latifa, today. So this has been so nice talking to you, and over to you, Brother Manuel, for I guess just introduce how to get in.
Yes, yes. Thank you very much, Sister Latifa. It was a very stimulating discussion. I hope that people find value in this and they take action. And obviously, thank you also, Sister Fatima. It's very late over there. Brother Amin from Sydney. So I'll now close the session. Folks, if you, as I said, that we try to give some value, educate you how online platform functions and what triggered in us to make the change. And I think 90% of the people, that's the really real situation, and we mostly in the migrant background people move to some places, then they have got commitments there, they have got commitments at the in back home, and one stream of income is never good enough even if you really love your job. So if you want change, you do have to take action like we did, and we organize for that every week on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5 p.m. PST, 8 p.m. EST, which is 11 a.m. AEST on Wednesdays and Fridays. You can watch our free webinar live in any of the 4 links. Go there, register with your name and email. If you can't join live, if you're doing something, then please watch the recent replay during your own time. And after watching the webinar, write down your question, and we'll be more than happy to answer your questions. We also have another adventure for you. You get access to our private VIP Facebook group of very successful digital entrepreneurs from all over the world. You get to see their income, the results, because we don't publicly publish or post our incomes in our business page or our personal profile, but you would be able to see that in our private group. You would get more information related to the business as well. So after seeing those results, after watching the webinar, if you think this is the right fit for you, you can proceed. If it is not for you, I think you will still learn a lot. Okay, maybe down the line in the future, you'd like to start an online business of yourself. So that on that note, I'll just leave for today. Wherever you are, stay safe and stay blessed, and have a blessed Sunday. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Take care.